as there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete to Dede Westbrook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Jacksonville.
They run with Thompson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Minshew. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hand off to Thompson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jaguars.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They give it here to Thompson, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Here's Minshew. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now second and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
D.D. Westbrook. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 26. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you can take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. That's complete to John Ross. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To the air again, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Thompson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Go now, 50, play.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
DJ Chark.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll be a second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Minshew sets to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
40 seconds to mark. Let's go.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Thompson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
John Ross.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
23 yards on the play.
1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Complete to number 17.
DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Bengals 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open Dennis Ross complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we go for circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go, D.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
To Thompson on the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
It is good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now, he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
10 at the 24-yard line.
47's the mic.
Now Burrow on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings
the last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Set 50, play.
This is Thompson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Again, a run with Thompson. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
to Chris Conley.
Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 42. Bengals 19.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
1st and 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover to not try to put points on the board.
He's got Green. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Bengals.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what
he's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
to number
DJ Chark, 87 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
To Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
46 to Mike, 46.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.